Hello there, and welcome to episode 39 of Turning Tracks. My name is Kris.
And I'm Matt.
And we're here to talk about the music that we love. There were a lot of rock bands in the 90s, but as far as I know, only one of them was space-themed. And even if there were more space-themed ones, they probably didn't have an intergalactic pig as their mascot. Get your comedic passports in order, because tonight we listen to the music of Spacehog. Hi there, Matt.
Hi there, Kris.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. This isn't specifically Spacehog related, but it is music related. We took the kids to their first concert a couple days ago.
That's awesome. Who'd you guys see?
We went to see Bit Brigade because I'm a giant nerd.
As soon as I said it, I remembered it. How were they?
Bit Brigade was all right. So the opener was the Super Guitar Brothers, and
right.
They were phenomenal. Ellie loved them, and they loved us because we met them outside the show, like before the show started. And I told them that this was their kids' first show, and they thought that was really cool. And they saw me and Ellie dancing in the crowd, and it was wonderful. And then
that's really awesome.
Ellie didn't care for Bit Brigade as much.
Well, she has no taste, so whatever.
She was also really tired.
I thought you were going to say she was really drunk, and I was like, Christopher!
No, she couldn't get any drinks because
She can't reach the bar? Yeah.
When we were going in, the door guy put the stamps on me and Karen's hands, and then he started, apparently for like anyone underage, you got to put an X on both of their hands. And He puts an X on one of their hands, and he's getting ready to do the second, and he turns to the other guy and says, do I really need to do this? Because, like, she's 9 and John's 12, and looking at him, he's like, no, they couldn't get a drink at the bar if they tried.
Even if they put on a trench coat and stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, that's just not working. So.
Fun fact. You said that they put X's on their hands. That's the international symbol for straight edge.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There you go.
Look at that. So yes, but then John he really enjoyed the Super Guitar Brothers, but he loved Bit Brigade. They did Mega Man X. He was just over the moon. He loved watching the speed run of it. He was really into that, and he was also really into the music. It just was great stuff all around. My only complaint is that, and this is just getting a little bit in the weeds, they were supposed to be doing Mega Man X, and in 4 of the 8 stages in regular stages of Mega Man X, about halfway through, you can get a power-up by going to this capsule. Whenever that happened during the playthrough, they didn't go back to playing the stage music. They picked a random song from Mega Man X2, which has, in my opinion, a dogshit soundtrack. So, whereas I would have been very happy to hear more Mega Man X music, instead I'm listening to this music that I don't care for at all, which was very annoying. Also, 2 of my favorite songs from Mega Man X are the password tune and the end credits music, and they skipped both of them.
Tisk, tisk. Didn't they know they had dignitaries in the crowd?
Apparently not. And the password music made me angry, but at least I understood it. They were playing a modified version of the game that skipped over the password scene, and also didn't have the music playing in the background, so like you could hear the sound effects while the band was playing. Like, at least I understood that. But replacing the end credits scene, which is basically just like a really cool emo guitar solo, like, why? Why would you do that? And then
why have you forsaken me?
I bought a vinyl record of them doing Mega Man 3, one of my all-time favorite soundtracks, and it is damn near flawless, except they skipped one song, and I'll bet you'll never guess which song it is.
I don't know, Kris. What song is it?
It's the password song! I freaking love that password song, and they skipped over it. Why? Why? Why have you forsaken me?
Side note, how much merch are they selling at their on their booth?
They've got a bunch of records.
Yeah.
I want to say they had at least 9 or 10 different records.
Excellent.
Handful of CDs, 8 or 9 shirts to choose from. They had a bunch of stuff.
Okay. Because I really want a couple of their soundtracks too. Well, guess I'm gonna have to go see them.
Yes, you will. I mean, when I saw them last year, I bought their Castlevania record.
That's
and this
what
year
I want.
It's so good.
I know. I really, really want it.
Yeah, that was worth every penny. And then Mega Man 3 one I've already listened to twice. Next time I see them, if they come back to Atlantic City again, I mean, it's a 15-minute drive. The tickets were like $25 or something. Like,
right.
Yeah, absolutely. No question. We'll be seeing them again if they come back to town.
There you
But
go.
any Hoosers,
Yes.
this is Turning Tracks. And
Yes.
for anyone new to this show, here's how it works. Each episode, either Matt or myself picks a band or an artist. That person then has to choose 10 tracks, and 10 tracks only, that they believe best represent that band or artist. We listen to them, discuss them, and that's how it goes. So, we're talking about Spacehog tonight. This was my pick, and this is an old favorite of mine. I've always loved these guys ever since I first heard them. We'll talk a little bit more about them in a bit. Sorry, I'm stuffed up. My allergies are hitting me today, and I don't know why.
You're not the only one. I've been interacting with a bunch of people who've been complaining about allergies. Mine seem to be the spring fall allergies. I don't really get the summer ones, thankfully.
I don't usually either.
Sorry.
This has really just been hitting me in the last couple of days. It's pretty weird. But anyway, let's talk about the band. I like what you did with the show your script last time, where you split it up into the band, the sound, and the tracks. So
Yeah, it's finally hitting.
the band. Way back in 1994, 4 guys from Leeds formed a band in New York City. Brothers Royston and Anthony Langdon, along with Johnny Cragg and Richard Steele, became Spacehog. Steele apparently replaced the band's original guitarist, but that was before they recorded their debut album, so we're more or less going to gloss over that here. Royston Langdon, a.k.a. Ray Sprinkles, played bass guitar, lead vocals, keyboards, and backing vocals. Anthony Langdon, a.k.a. Tone Down, was responsible for rhythm guitar, backing, and lead vocals. Johnny Cragg, a.k.a. Corky, is the drummer and also did some backing vocals. Meanwhile, Richard Steele, a.k.a. Rich, does lead guitar and backing vocals. Their debut album, Resident Alien, was a big hit, with its lead single being the classic In the Meantime, which is the song we opened this very episode with. While it's entirely possible anyone listening to this may have heard any number of other songs that we'll be playing tonight, everyone has almost undoubtedly heard In the Meantime, because it's a fantastic song and it's been pretty popular. They followed it up with 2 albums before disbanding and starting a new project with the third Langdon brother, Christian Langdon, replacing guitarist Richard Steele, called Arkid. But in 2011, they reunited properly as Spacehog, eventually releasing 1 more album. The band is officially still together as of today, still playing shows, but their 2013 effort remains their final album to date. As far as their sound, they're a rock band with a touch of the bizarre. They obviously take a lot of inspiration from the space rock genre of the 70s, with a healthy dose of glam rock thrown in for good measure. While they're more than capable of plenty of dynamic styles, as you'll be hearing tonight, their general sound is best described as energetic, weird, and fun. So, Matt, what is your history with Spacehog?
Oh man. I mean, I think if you go back as far as we do, and you were there when In the Meantime dropped, that was the thing. It's such a hooky, catchy song. It's undeniably great. So at that time, my buddy, I've talked about this before, where if I like it has to be 3 songs. Back in the day, it had to be 3 songs on an album, and then I would buy it. My buddy bought the record straight away, and we would, go to each other's houses, sit in each other's rooms, listen to CDs and stuff, and that's how I became a fan. I never did get I want to say I didn't get my hands on that, and I'm not even joking. I didn't get my hands onto that first record until maybe 8 years ago. I found it at a used shop. Yeah, but I'm such a big fan of that first record. Sadly, I don't know anything beyond that. However, so that's why I'm really excited about this episode. However, when I was at my previous job, we used to do a summer concert series, and I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd really have to look it up. We did the Summerland tour, and the Summerland tour was Everclear, Soul Asylum, Eve 6, and Spacehog.
Oh my God, I would kill to see that. So that sounds like my show.
I promise you, it was every bit as amazing as it was. I will say, I was really, really looking forward to Everclear, and I found them to be a little lackluster. Everyone else, well, I shouldn't say everyone else. Spacehog was probably the highlight of that show, and they opened the show. They were the first band, and they were so good. Eve 6 was very douchey, but whatever. Soul Asylum was fantastic. They had a great set. They came out. They were real nice guys. They played just like the record. They sounded just like the record. And listen, Everclear was good. They just, I was hoping they were going to play my favorite song, and they did, and it was a very non-energetic version, and it really kind of bummed me out. But
what's your favorite Everclear song? Because they're on like my short list to do episodes of the show on. So
really, Heroin Girl.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, Spacehog, they were so good live. I gotta say, the Royston's, the thing about Royston that always sticks out in my head, apart from his very interesting voice, is he always played the Rickenbacker, and as a bass player, I always wanted a Rickenbacker because Lemmy played a Rickenbacker. It looked so cool. It had such a great tone, and here he was playing a Rickenbacker, you know, and then like I later found out he was British, and I was like, oh, that makes sense, you know, yada yada. But yeah, great band. I love that first record. They put on such a great live show. I'm telling you, if you get the opportunity, go see them. It'll be well worth it. You know, assuming they're still touring currently.
Which one is this again? Spacehog? Yeah, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure for a second. I was like, wait a sec, we were talking about four different bands.
I did. My bad. Yeah.
I've also seen Everclear, and I also felt that they were good but not phenomenal. Like, Art had a really hard time hitting a lot of the notes when we saw him. I saw him at the Y100 Fez. I saw Soul Asylum, which they were fantastic. Loved them. I have not seen Eve 6. I love their, I want to say, first two albums. I'm not sure if they have one before the one with the fly on the front of it. I absolutely love their album after that. The one with Promise on it. Now I can't remember the name of it. I love that friggin' album. I find it interesting that they were douchey because, like, that makes sense, but also, like, knowing that guy's Twitter persona, like, kind of not. Like, I don't know.
So, okay, I don't want to get too far off topic, but basically, okay, he was playing at a casino, the side of a horse track, to, like, a half-filled audience because they didn't market the shows well, and like the people that would like the Summerland tour weren't going to come to the casino to see that, especially trackside outdoors. So like he got out there, and I think he took a look around, and he was like, this isn't it. And so he just kind of got like snarky and was making comments and like you know what I'm saying, like, oh, Yonkers, yeah. Like, where, I don't even know where Yonkers is, you know what I mean? And part of me was like, how about you go fuck yourself? So, yeah, not that I'm like trying to stand up for Yonkers, but at the same time, I'm like, you're getting paid. Go, just shut the fuck up and play your songs and get off the stage.
That's funny. I would very much like to try to see them live someday. And honestly, all of those bands are on my short list of bands to cover. I'm so glad you're an Everclear fan because I'm also a very big Everclear fan. So
I don't know why I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, I was super into them. Really, really enjoy that band. But anyway, I also really enjoy Spacehog. My history with them is similar. I've never seen them live, which makes me sad. I just have not had the opportunity to see them live. Right. I loved In the Meantime, and then I also loved another song by them, which we will cover shortly in the throughout the course of the episode. And that was when I decided to go out and buy the album, and I just loved it. And then I bought every one of their albums since. And we're going to be covering all four of them. So they only have four albums. we're going to be doing 3 from their first album, 3 from their second album, 2 from the third, and 2 from the fourth, just because that's the way it broke down, you know? So we opened up like I said before, we opened up the episode with In the Meantime. It's just about the most iconic, it's one of the most iconic 90s songs. It's so good. It's the opening track. It's the first track off of Resident Alien, their 1995 album. So I figured the best way to follow it up would be the way they do on the album. The first song that we're going to be listening to tonight is the song that comes immediately after In the Meantime, which is called Spacehog. And I think it's a pretty great encapsulation of just the kind of weird this band is. So enjoy Spacehog. Here we are. Fantastic.
I can't tell you how many times a week I randomly say, "Yeah, baby, I'm Spacehog." I'm not even joking you. Like, I'm not saying that because we just listened to that song. I'm serious. At least once a week, someone counts down, because I'm in an industry where we do countdowns. Someone will go 5, 4, 3, 2, and then in my head I go 1. Hey baby, I'm Spacehog. And I have to say it in my head because nobody else would know what the fuck I was talking about.
I'm glad I get to be here for it, because I also love that. I'm glad you like this specific song, because I really did struggle with this one. I had a hard time picking between this and Space is the Place, because they're both kind of a similar vibe, you know? They both kind of serve the same purpose on the album. It was this was a really, really challenging one to put together. But yes, I love this song. It's super fun. It's very them, and you know, it's the name of the band, so why not?
Yeah, not a lot of bands have songs named after themselves.
Yeah. Like, I know there is a song, like Counting Crows does a song where they say Counting Crows,
right.
And that's just about the only other one I can think of, honestly. There's got to be others.
Yes, Rammstein.
Okay, yeah. I think I know of that.
They say their name just about every song, and they have a song by the name Rammstein.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's not many, though.
Yeah.
Dudes of Doom.
I don't know that one. But all right, I agree. I believe you.
You have to. You have no choice.
Well, shuffling on.
Yeah.
We're gonna skip ahead to the next track we're gonna cover from Resident Alien is called "Only a Few," and this is a. I wanted to bring this kind of tonal shift to kind of show some of the other direction that Spacehog can go. This is a much lighter song, but it's also just. I had a real hard time choosing between this one and Starside, because Starside is another.
Oh,
it's
yes.
just a beautiful song. But this is another one of the lighter songs on this album, and it's a really, really cool song. It's called Only a Few, so please sit back and enjoy. That was Only a Few by Spacehog off their album Resident Alien. How'd that one grab ya?
You could pick any track off this album, and it's going to be great. I appreciate your choice, because I do the same thing when I make my picks. You get a band, and maybe people have a preconceived notion. In this case, nobody knows who Spacehog is, so it's okay. But you get a preconceived notion, and then they go and they do something like this, which is, somehow left of center and right in the wheelhouse at the exact same time. It's a beautiful song. I really love just its chill vibe, and there's something about Royston's bass line in it that really just like, for me, it grabs hold of me, and it doesn't throttle me. It like gently rocks me in a hammock somewhere. It's such a great track, and again, I am a really, really big fan of his voice. I've known some people over time to say like, whatever, but I'm a huge fan of his voice and the backing vocals too. Like it, it sounds stupid to say, but like these guys really knew what they were doing. They really came together really, really, really well. New York was the place in the late 80s and the early 90s. New York was the place to find quality musicians to start bands with and stuff.
I think New Jersey was, because I would have been in a quality band, Matt. I'm sorry.
You were in a quality band.
That's true.
Kris.
I wasn't a quality band. It's a good point. Yeah, I also really, really enjoy this song. I like the weird drums, and I also really love his voice. I have always been a big fan of his voice. He's got such a unique sound to him, and if you haven't listened to it, there is a... where is it? What is it called? Because it's got a clever name. President Alien is just Royston Langdon basically doing all of this album, all of Resident Alien solo with an acoustic guitar.
Oh.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I know what I'm listening on the way to work tomorrow.
Yeah, it's from 2023, so it's very recent.
Okay.
And it's all out of order, but it's...
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, but it's great, because, I mean, To Be a Millionaire is the second track. It's lovely. It's just a really good time. But anyways, we've got one more stop on the Resident Alien train, and that is going to be probably my favorite song on the album. This is... we're talking about Cruel to Be Kind. This is... God, if there... This is a Kris song if there ever was one, which is what my friends used to say about this song and kind of about Spacehog. This is such a me song. I love every single thing about this song. This was the one music video that I called into the jukebox channel. It was selection 566. I will never forget this, seeing my digits show up on the screen when I called in so that I could watch this music video, because I loved this song that much. It was the one time I got my parents' permission to call in and make a selection, and it was worth every second. I recorded it and then watched it like a bajillion times. I love this song so freaking much. This song was released as a single. Obviously, there was a music video for it, so other people listening to this, you may have heard this song before. If you haven't, just strap yourself in for just one of the most wonderfully joyous songs. I adore it with all my heart. Here's Cruel to Be Kind by Spacehog.
Well, child. Yeah, I want to be better than the rest. No kind of man, like my own blood and flesh. But now I'm left on my own in the shell of my mind. And you don't have to be cruel to be kind. And you don't have to be a fool to be blind. And you don't have to be a diamond out to be down strong times. And you don't have to be cruel to be kind. And you don't have to be a fool to be blind. And you don't have to be a diamond out to be down strong times.
Oh, I love that song so freaking much. I love the way he sings it. I love the lyrics. I love every single piece of it. I just love it.
When they get that dynamic break and it's just him and the bass and the kind of the drums, it's probably my favorite part. I out of the box, a Rick has a great sound. Then you zhuzh it up and it just gets better and better. But anybody that's played a Rick on any record, like I said, Lemmy, this dude, of course now I'm drawing blanks, Bootsy Collins. Oh gosh, wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This song has got such a great energy, and I kind of have to agree with you. I love In the Meantime. I love Spacehog. I love a lot of tracks on this record, but this might be my first. And if it's not, it's like a hair. It's a baby's breath away from being my favorite on the record.
Yeah, it is genuinely difficult to pick on this record, but yeah, this might be my favorite. Oh, what a fun song! It's one of my favorite ones to drum to. Like I'll have my drum kit set up in the corner down here in my basement, and whenever I get a chance, I try to do it once a week. It doesn't always happen, but I try to sit down and play one song a week behind my drums. And I got my little AirPods. They fit underneath my little noise canceling earmuff things, so I can play as loud as I want and hear all the music just fine. It's a great setup, and this is one of my go-tos. I just really, really enjoy playing this song. Because again, it's just got such a wonderful energy to it. It's such a fun song. The piano, it's just fun. It's just a fun, joyful tune.
Yeah.
Listen to Resident Alien, folks. It's a magnificent album.
Yes, I
super
concur.
freaking weird. But don't buy the vinyl unless you have a tolerance for getting up and changing the record. I was explaining this earlier. I'll talk more about it at the end of the episode, but right now we're going to move on to the second Spacehog album, which is, let me get back to my script, the Chinese album from 1998. I always assumed the Chinese album was like a play on like the Beatles' White Album, and then like doesn't Metallica have a Black Album or something? And I figured this was just kind of a joke of like, well, we have the Chinese album. And because there's nothing particularly Chinese about this album other than there's a Chinese girl on the cover of it. I don't know.
I mean, they're British, so maybe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like British humor is a little acquired.
Yes, it can be very dry and very strange. So one of the things I love about it. But anyways, we're going to listen to... Talk about a stark left turn. And I love that you don't know this album, because I know at least one of these songs you've probably heard, well, possibly heard, but I don't know about the rest of these. The song we're going to listen to next is it's the first track off of their second album. The first single off of this album was a song called Mungo City, which is very different from this song. In fact, one of these days, which is the song we're going to listen to, is a very strange Spacehog song, and it really just kind of goes to show how dynamic a band they can be when they want to. And I remember the first time turning it on, being immediately thrown off, and then like a split second later, completely in love, because it's pretty different from anything off of Resident Alien, which is lovely. So, yeah. Here's One of These Days. Crank the volume. I really think you're going to enjoy this one because I think, and I'm not a master of this, but I think it has a lot of really cool mixing technical stuff going on. So please enjoy One of These Days.
One of these days is like a Christmas in April. One of these days is like a time in a row. One of these days is like a disco on death row. When the music is over, save the last dance for me. So what difference does it make? We'll all end up in the same way. Dream of love or to dream of pain. The prince or a pauper, the doctor or a leper, they all end up feeding worms one of these days. One of these days, oh yeah. One of these days, oh yeah. One of these days, oh yeah. One of these days gonna take me away. I can't believe it, no, no. No tramp like John could sleep outside one night and froze. And it was in the municipal park that he laid his weary bones down. Hey, who am I to pass judgment that way on a prince or a pauper or a priest? It's all the same. So when I finally drop off this model rock, was it one day too early on, one day too late? One of these days, oh yeah. One of these days, oh yeah. One of these days, oh yeah. One of these days gonna take me away. One of these days, oh yeah. One of these days, oh yeah. One of these days, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was One of These Days by Spacehog, the first track off of their second album, a stark contrast to most of what could be heard on said album. Matt, what did you think of that song?
I think I experienced exactly what you said you felt when you first heard it. A very big, like, what the hell is this? And then an immediate, oh, this is Spacehog. Like, this is what I'm listening to. I've never heard that before. It reminds me of something that I can't put my finger on. There was like this, what year did this record come out?
1998.
I feel like that was roughly around the time where like trip hop and that like lo-fi, you know, Portishead, DJ Tricky, excuse me, and those groups, the Sneaker Pimps, started to kind of come around, and part of me feels like they were poking fun at it. I don't know if there's any truth to it. I could just be a conspiracy theory over here. But that aside, what a really, really good track. He's got such his I hate to use the word command, but the command he has rather over his own voice is so great. To be doing what he does specifically on that track is just wonderful.
The bit where he sings, "Who am I to pass judgment that way? A prince or a pauper or a priest?" It's all he does it with this inflection that's so cool. I just absolutely fell in love with this tune, and it's weird because it is so weird, right? It is an odd song with lots of weird voices underneath it and stuff. It's just super cool, and I was kind of afraid that this album was gonna be a huge departure for them, and it is absolutely not. The rest of the album is more Spacehog, from like it's right back to more Resident Alien pretty much, which is great. It's just a wonderful thing. It just starts off with this incredibly strange experimental tune, which I couldn't love more if I tried. So moving on to the next song, this is decently later in the album, and this is another. God, I had such a hard time picking tracks on this because I love this album. This one I picked specifically again because I wanted to kind of go over that dynamic range. This is another one of their lighter songs, and I specifically went with this one because it features guest backup vocals by one Michael Stipe.
Hey!
This is a beautiful song. It's called Almond Kisses. And it's definitely Spacehog. Like it's got that Spacehog energy, especially towards the end, but it's also got this really, really sweet vibe throughout the first chunk of it. And again, Michael Stipe's in it. So like, what's not to love? Here's Almond Kisses by Spacehog. Enjoy. That was Almond Kisses by Spacehog off of the wonderful, wonderful album, the Chinese album, featuring the wonderful, wonderful backup vocals by Michael Stipe. What a wonderful song. How did you like that song?
I wanted to keep the wonderful going. It was a really pleasant song.
Wonderful. Also the name of an excellent Everclear song. Go
I feel like I know what's coming next. Right. Love Michael Stipe. He's got such a great voice. I dare I say iconic. And at some points, I kind of forgot he was there. And the two of them really come together. They harmonize really, really well. It's such a chill piece of music, too. Right? Like, they, like you said on the onset, they're very dynamic. Case in point, you go from something like Spacehog to something like this, and so on and so on and so on. It was great. It was a really great song.
See, I also did not know, I didn't know Michael Stipe was in this song. I just always knew something was different about it. Until relatively recently, I didn't know Michael Stipe did it. And it was like, there was something about the word had in the chorus. Best kiss you ever had. That sounded so familiar to me, and I could never place it. And then when I finally read that it was Michael Stipe, I was like, oh, of course it is, because that's how he would say that word. And
You're right.
that's where you can hear it is had. And I was like, oh, there we go. That makes a lot more sense.
It's really funny you say that, because I'm listening and I'm like, oh, for all intents and purposes, I know it's Michael Stipe, right? I'm very familiar with the timbre of his voice. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he hit that line, and I went, there he is. There he is.
Yep. It's unmistakable once you know it. Okay, so this next track is my favorite song off of this album. This is also similar to Cool to Be Kind. This was also released as a single. I don't know that it performed super well. So I've definitely heard it in the world once or twice in my life, so it's possible you've heard this song.
Okay.
And if not, then please enjoy. It's a phenomenal tune. I guess I'll talk more about my personal history with this song and this album afterwards, because I just want to listen to it without any more delay. So here is just a wonderful song, because it's all wonderful. This is Carry On by Spacehog. Oh, that delightful song was Carry On by Spacehog off of the Chinese album. So this song, when I remember when this song came out, I was going through some serious high school age heartbreak. And I distinctly remember being on vacation with my family around the 4th of July and listening to this album and this song in particular and feeling just kind of weirdly chill but gloomy but kind of hopeful. There's something about the vibe of this song that just tugs at my heartstrings, and it will always transport me to be just sitting in this field at a campground in Virginia watching fireworks and listening to this music. This song just always pulls me back to that spot of this teenage angsty heartache, and I will always love it because of that. It's just dang lovely.
There's something interesting about the picture you painted, because when you said it'll always take me back to campgrounds in a field watching fireworks, you said that and I was like, that's exactly what I see. Like, I can't imagine anything different.
It was the perfect song. It was the perfect song in that moment.
Yeah, I mean, everything you just told me, I go, yep. It's a John Hughes film. Right there. You just had your own John Hughes film. Like, Carry On, a film by John Hughes starring Kris. No, that's a
no
wonderful
last name,
track.
just Kris.
Just Kris. If you don't know who it is, then I can't help you.
I'm certainly not going to tell you.
Yeah, well, okay. All jokes aside, that's a wonderful track. I keep talking about his bass lines, the bass tone, but I mean, everyone really is just crushing. Like, it's, you hear people talk about, look, less is more and knowing when to play, and it's the notes you don't play, yada yada. Mm-hmm. These guys really come together and create some really interesting music, a lot of dynamic, sonically very interesting, like a lot of stuff to really like hone in on. This is just my first listen of this particular record, and I'm sure when I go back to it, because I am going back to it, I'm going to start hearing.
Please do. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's the songs you're not playing, Kris. But I know I'm going to go back and I'm going to start hearing other, like the guitars they're so sneaky. I don't know. There's no other way to say it. They're really sneaky with what they're doing. I can't, one listen through, I can't put my finger on it because I think I'm really drawn in by his bass playing and tone. I cannot stress enough how much I love the tone of his bass, of course, and his voice. But yeah, these guys are great.
I'm so glad you're having fun, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Because it's time to move on to the next album. Now, just because these next two albums I only picked two songs from, this purely out of nostalgia. They think these two are excellent albums on their own. I like the first two more because they happened when they happened. I have more of an emotional connection to them. But this album is called their third album from the year of our Lord, 2001. 2001 is called The Hagacy. It was went through a couple of different name changes. The one that I remember was from before it came out. I was really excited about this album. I was reading about it in some magazine, how they finally had a new album coming out in 2001 called 2001: A Space Hagacy.
So good.
But I believe they were forced to. There was a threat of a lawsuit, so they just decided to change it to The Hagacy, which made me sad because I just loved the name. 2001: A Space Hagacy. It's so perfect.
Forever in our hearts.
Forever in our hearts. This is an excellent record, and the song that we're going to listen to here is, this is, I think it's the second song off this album. It's called This Is America. Please enjoy. This is America.
The Statue of Liberty lies to junkie skull down on Avenue D. I learned all I know on the internet show. I'm building a bomb for a dime. When the Statue of Liberty lost her virginity to me, and that's just fine. And now you've got your vein, you get your crack cocaine, you put a bullet in your brain. 'Cause this is America. Yeah, this is America. 'Cause this is America. Yeah, this is America. Whatever happened to you? Whatever happened to me? But I think that says it all. Watching a junkie skull. Yeah, I know it's a very scary life. Oh no, here come the Indians. This is America. Yeah, this is America. 'Cause this is America. Yeah, this is America. Yeah, this is America. Yeah, this is America. Ay, 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 Ooh, 'cause this is America. Cause this is America. Cause this is America. This is
That was This Is America off of Spacehog's album, The Hoggassy. What'd you think of that one?
I think it's very different from the Childish Gambino song, but otherwise,
Yes, it is. That is
otherwise,
true.
I loved it. There's something sacrilegious and yet completely patriotic by saying the Statue of Liberty lost her virginity to me. Yeah.
I do want to say real quick, that song reminded me that I was talking to Paul from the Theater Near You podcast, and he was trying to help me put together the playlist for this. And there was a song off of the Chinese album that I cut in favor of Almond Kisses because of the Michael Stipe thing there. And it was Captain Freeman, which is just such a good song. It's a really freaking good song, and it just reminded me when we were listening to This Is America. I was like, right, Captain Freeman was such a good song. But yes, I also really like this song. It's really bizarre. It definitely is. It's got a little bit of a cynical look at America, which I guess you kind of have to have if you're gonna survive. And it's still fun to listen to this day, all these years later.
Yeah, I appreciate a New Yorker being cynical about New York. I don't like out-of-towners talking about my city, you know? Even though, technically they're British, but they came to New York and they lived here, so they lived the dream. So they can say what they want.
If you lived in New York, you get a chance. You have the opportunity to say what you want about it, even if you left. Like me, I lived in New York for a number of years, and I will say that I enjoyed my time there.
We enjoyed having you.
I'll bet you did. All right, the second and last song we'll be listening to off of the Hagacy tonight is a song called Perpetual Fool. It's a good song, which is why I picked it.
Man,
True story.
the science behind this one. Wow.
These last two, really, the Hagacy and their last album, As It Is on Earth, are the two that I'm way less familiar with than I am with Chinese Album. Like, I've listened to them like half a dozen times at least, but I'm less familiar with them as I am with the Resident Alien and Chinese Album. So it was a little bit more difficult to pick tracks from these just because of usually when I listen to these ones, it's not like specific songs sticking out. It's like I'll put the whole album on and listen in the background. So it was a little bit harder to pick individuals, but I think I did okay here. There weren't any wrong answers. They're great albums. They're just that just kind of is what it is. So the one that I went with is Perpetual Fool because it grabbed me the most this morning when I was putting the final touches on. So here is Perpetual Fool by Spacehog. There's Perpetual Fool off of the Hagacy. Just an absolute delight of a song. How you doing?
I really thought this song was going to be more about me than it actually was.
Ha ha. I get it.
That was great. It's kind of my favorite version of Spacehog, which is like this upbeat, you know, I don't want to say like you know, blistering, but like this perpetual motion machine of music. And it's just like, you know, at the risk of, I don't know, kind of being corny, it's like a real toe tapper, which is always a good thing in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. Yeah. They've got a really good energy about them. And yes, this is also represents like my favorite of this band. And, yeah, it's just a joyful song. And, it's in similar fashion. It just reminds me of the joy that I felt when Spacehog finally came back after all those years, which is the next track that we're going to be listening to is a song off of their 2013 album, As It Is on Earth. So 12 years after the Hoggassy, they came back with a brand new album. And I remember when this came out, I was working at the comic book store that I was at, and one of the other guys, John, who worked with me, was also a huge Spacehog fan. And I was like, yo, did you know they just came out with a new album? And he was like, no. I was like, yeah, they did. I will bring it in tomorrow. And then we listened to it while we were working, and it was fantastic. I'd probably say it's my least favorite of their albums, which isn't to say that it's bad in any way, shape, or form. It's just it didn't have any tracks that stuck out as me quite as much as like Cruel to Be Kind. You know, it's like they were all good ones, but no like true standouts. Like, holy crap, this song is amazing. That said, I like the whole dang album from top to bottom. So we're going to listen to. What track is this off of here? This is 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth track on this one. I kind of wanted to go with the first song, but the first song is 7 minutes long, so I decided to skip it in the interest of possibly getting myself to bed on time. It's an interesting song. It is. It's called Deceit. It's really cool. But the one that I went with to start us off on our As It Is on Earth short tour is Now I'm Only Dreaming. It's a pretty darn cool song, and I hope you like it, because I do, which is why I picked it.
Where are you getting these segues from?
I don't know. Discount store. They are not top tier, but I'm not a top tier kind of guy. So here is Now I'm Only Dreaming by Spacehog. Enjoy.
If the light in my eye doesn't seem to shine so bright, well, let's just say I was sold a lie. Now I don't have an alibi, and I'm faking and I'm scared, and I guess that I still can in some old-fashioned way. Well, I still care what you might say. Now I am only dreaming. I see you walking down the street. I turn my head, try to look discreet. Is there nothing I can do to stop this phase that I'm going through? 'Cause I'm faking and I'm scared, but I guess that I still care in some old-fashioned way. But I still care what you might say. So won't you please come out to play? Now I am only dreaming. Now I am only dreaming.
That was Now I'm Only Dreaming by Spacehog off their album As It Is on Earth. And how did that one grab you?
I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I
Right?
thought that was
Isn't it
absolutely
such a cool
beautiful
song?
Yeah. That was really, really good. And you had mentioned it earlier with the first song off the second album about their kind of production value. This was one of those songs where they really did a lot of they really went in and they did a lot with it. Like there's that lo-fi version of his voice. There's a little chatter. There's a lot of there's the piano. There's so many great layers to their music. And then to do the extra stuff on top of it really takes it up another notch or two. Maybe it lends itself to the quirkiness. That's the way I think I've always described Spacehogs. They're quirky, and so maybe it lends itself to that quirkiness that has become the Spacehog sound. It's without a doubt unique. I've never heard another band like them.
Same.
And obviously that's a compliment of the highest order as far as I'm concerned. That was a wonderful, wonderful song. I loved it.
Yeah, I really enjoy that one. Like I said, this is such a cool album, and that one just kind of grabbed me this morning. Which is not there's a lot off of it to grab you. It's just good stuff.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that brings us to our last song, which is, I would say, a little bit more classic Spacehog. Off of As It Is on Earth. This song is called "Oh Dinosaur," and it's also cool as heck. Enjoy. Please enjoy.
This morning rubbed the sleep out of my eyes. Put on the telly, we had toast and waffle fries. Dropped off my kid, he made me walk a block behind. When I realized, oh, dinosaur, oh, dinosaur, oh, dinosaur. Picks up the songs me, she says I got no balls. My booking agent, he just don't return my calls. I tried to write this song, but it don't wanna flow. And all that I know, oh, dinosaur, oh, dinosaur, oh, can't seem to work it out, feel as though I'm through. They wanna play the song so they can laugh at you. Dinosaur, oh, dinosaur, oh, dinosaur, oh, dinosaur. Do you fall in love with everyone you meet? Do you learn the dark ways of keep? Do you just someone complete and
There you go. Oh, Dinosaur. How'd that one grab you?
It's such a Spacehog song.
Right?
I
It was
don't even
it's
know.
like vintage Spacehog right there.
So good. I thought that line where he says, "I dropped my kid off at school, but he made me walk a little behind him." I don't know, that made me chuckle out loud.
I heard it's a good long line. It's a good song. It's a good
It's a
album.
great.
It's a good
Yeah.
band. This is just good from top to bottom. Yeah, it's not like I needed to convince you that Spacehog
No.
is great, but I really do hope you listen to these other 3 albums by them and also President Alien, just because it's fun. But yeah, get these other albums and give them a solid listen. I think you'll be pleased with everything you hear because it's all good stuff. They're a great band that this was so much fun. This was a hoot.
Yeah, absolutely. Hearing these tracks off the records that I've never heard before, I'm absolutely going to. I feel like my love for the first record really should have kept me, But I have a bad habit of just kind of like once they disappear, like what do I always say? Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah,
And then
I
I'm
get
on to
that.
something else.
I get that. There are certain bands out there that I will go out of my way to follow anytime they put something new out. Which and sometimes it pays off, like Spacehog. Other times it's like we talked about Guster. Like I haven't really liked their last couple of albums, but every time they release one, you better believe I'm going to listen to it. They've got my business for life, kind of a thing.
I get that. I definitely get that.
And Spacehog is absolutely one of those bands. I've never listened to what was it, that other band? I actually didn't even know about it until I was writing this script. The R-Kid,
Right.
with the third Langdon brother. I just never even heard of that band, so I'm very curious what that sounds like. I've heard nothing from them, so I'm probably gonna track some of that down the next couple of days and see what's what. But with that, I think it's time for us to wrap things up and call it a night. So,
I think you're right.
all in all, this was a good time for all parties involved. But I do have one other thing I wanted to touch on. I'm trying to incorporate a little bit of listener interaction here. And I reached out to the listeners in our Discord earlier today. Let's see if we got anything, huh? Let's see if we got anything in the old Turning Tracks channel here. Wherever that is. Come on, Discord, work with me. Okay.
I love dead air on radio.
And so let's see. We've only got a couple here. What is that?
There are blowing off fireworks in front.
Ah.
So I live in the front, facing the front, and they're blowing off fireworks across the street.
Well, we'll just start things off with our good friend Mr. Matt Much, who jumped in right in to say the name isn't really justified. They don't take up that much space. Which you replied, you've clearly never seen them play live.
I'm telling you, excellent show.
Ah,
They're such small men. You know what I mean? Like the lead singer is so like heroin chic, but their sound is so big.
yes,
Ugh.
indeed. Gerardo211 said, should be interesting. My total knowledge of Spacehog is sex. Oh, yes. So their the album cover for, Resident Alien looks like a passport. And
Yep.
on the field for sex, instead of male or female, they put oh, yes, because they're very clever.
Very mature.
Anthony jumped in to say, a really good power pop, which at the late 90s, early 2000s meant you got one radio hit before you were forgotten. While not as creative as Semisonic or poppy as Fountains of Wayne, Spacehog absolutely deserves more recognition. Also, who samples Penguin Cafe Orchestra and makes them part of the hit song? So weird. I don't know what Penguin Cafe Orchestra is, and I'm not sure that I would agree that they're not as creative as Semisonic. I think they're very creative. I also love Semisonic. But I'm not sure I would agree that Spacehog isn't as creative as them. They aren't quite as poppy as Fountains of Wayne, Fountains of Wayne being one of my absolute favorite bands. But do you know what Penguin Cafe Orchestra is?
I do now.
What song is he talking about?
According to the internet, Spacehog sampled the 1981 avant-garde pop song Telephone and Rubber Band by the British ensemble Penguin Cafe Orchestra to create the iconic beeping intro of their 1995 hit In the Meantime. The
Really?
high-pitched rhythmic beeping sound that opens the song is actually a UK crossed-line telephone audio recording, ringing and busy signals, that the band time-stretched and pitched to fit the track's key. So.
Huh. That's outstanding.
Yeah,
Well, learn something new every day.
there you go.
And finally, Scion Storm. Looking forward to this one because I only know one song, but I really like it. Well, Scion Storm, I hope you now like 10 songs.
Well, 12, actually. Or 11.
Right, yeah, 10, yeah. You only know the one song. We added 10 more, which I hope you like all those. And we're going to add yet one more, which I'll get to in a second. But first, we'll do our regular outro here. That's our show. We here at Turning Tracks are incredibly grateful to everyone who listens, and we love communicating with you when we can. We have a couple of ways you can do that. There's the Geekade Discord channel, in which we have a Turning Tracks chat, where we hope to discuss all manner of stuff relating to music and whenever our next episodes are going to be. And of course, you can always still send us an email at mail@geekade.com. While you're at it, check out all our social media channels, which you should totally follow, like, and subscribe to if you haven't already. Turning Tracks and other Geekade podcasts are made possible thanks to the Geekade Patreon page. There, patrons can get access to a monthly podcast topic and recording schedule, get early access to most of Geekade's shows, including this one, and more. If you've enjoyed our podcast over the years, follow the link in the description and give it a look. We really appreciate it. Finally, as always, be sure to check out all the other great content we have on our site over at geekade.com. Matt, are you prepared? What is next?
I'm never prepared. Ever. We've been doing this for so long, you'd think I'd be prepared. No, while we were once again, while we were listening to the last track, I realized, I have to pick a band. So I had to go back and forth between two bands, but I have settled, since I'm trying to do a musical journey. And my last selection was Ministry. I wanted to stay kind of in that aggressive vein, but I thought, I don't know, let's maybe shift a little bit, and we'll go a little more synthesizer heavy. So we're gonna tackle VNV Nation.
I've never heard of them. Color me excited. So the next episode of Turning Tracks will probably be in October. If all goes according to schedule. We're still going to work out what we can do about doing our usual end of year stuff, like the Halloween mixtape, etc. It's a busy time of year, but we've got a few months to try to maybe fit in a few extra recordings to see if we can't get our usual nonsense done. So we're just going to have to play it by ear. Unfortunately, life has gotten very challenging and busy for me. I'm trying to do the best that I can. I wish I could do these every single week, but alas, I'll take what I can get. So, with that in mind, we're going to be leaving you with the final song off of Resident Alien. Final actual song. It's called To Be a Millionaire, Was It Likely? It is a fantastic way to end an album, which is why it's tragic that every official release of this album that I've owned has included a hidden track. There's about 12 minutes of blank nothing, and then just like 5 solid minutes of nonsense noise. So that's a thing. It always bothers me because I used to love putting on this album like at the end of the day, and if I ever fell asleep, then I'd wake up to whatever weird nonsense the hidden track is. And To Be a Millionaire is such a perfect way to end an album because it's such a good song. And I really wish that the vinyl release had just ended with To Be a Millionaire. And then did something else. So the vinyl release is a 45, I guess that's what you call it, right? It's a higher fidelity, so they have it on 2 records instead of 1. And I will trade that fidelity for just having it on 1 record every time and twice on Sunday, because I can't really hear a difference unless I'm listening to them side by side. And this one just pisses me off because it's got the 12 minutes of blank nothing. the last the you get the whole album, like, 4 songs, then 5 songs, then 3 songs and 1 song. They totally could have fit To Be a Millionaire on that one side and then just put nothing on the other side, or B-sides, or who the hell knows, just the Langdon brothers farting at one another. It wouldn't have mattered.
All 3 of them.
I have to flip the record just to listen to this one song, and I hate doing that. It bothers me. But the song is absolutely worth it, because To Be a Millionaire is a wonderful, beautiful, fun, weird, kind of fucked up track. Not kind of fucked up. I would say genuinely fucked up if you listen to the lyrics. And that's fine, because it's great. I usually keep things clean in this show, and I've now dropped the F-bomb a handful of times. I apologize to our dear listeners.
That's what this show is for us. It's the ability to be adult.
That's true. I guess we don't usually keep this show clean. It's a wave back.
Nope.
We usually keep clean. We don't keep
Yes,
this
sir.
show clean at all. We listen to,
Nope.
to rock bands. We've listened to what the fuck am I talking about? We don't keep this show clean. Never mind.
Not at all.
Yeah, no. So please enjoy To Be a Millionaire, and go out and enjoy all the Spacehog you can. There's so much good stuff here to be had. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. In fact, I believe I think there might be some Spacehog stuff I've never heard before, because when I was looking this up, when I was doing the whole Spacehog thing, putting these notes together, I noticed that when you look at their albums, they have 2 EPs, Hamsters of Rock from 1996 and four future tracks from 2001. And I have to, what's on Hamsters of Rock? I must know. And it makes... I'm just looking this up now, because, let's see, Hamsters of Rock. Apparently there's, a band called Hamsters of Rock. All right. Oh, it's live. Look at that. It's live at CBGB's, and it's 4 tracks. Wouldn't that have been a wonderful thing to throw on the end of that record by skipping it? Just makes me so mad, because I want to listen to that record so often, and then I almost never do, because it's such a pain in the ass to listen to. But whatevs, yo. Enjoy To Be a Millionaire, and we will see you next time for V and V Nation. Good night.
Shot his mother down with a gun that he had found. He dragged her by the head and he sat her in a chair. He knew that he was wrong. Now all his friends are gone, and Terry's only care was to be a millionaire. School he played the fool, and on an old army road, the other children stared, that he would kick and pull their hair. He knew that he was wrong. Now all his friends are gone, and Terry's only care was to be a millionaire. Remember Terry's song, and your future won't be long. You're happy where you are, or as lonely as a star. Remember Terry's song, your future will be long. Be happy where you are, or as lonely as a star. Happy where you are, or as lonely as a star. Terry's only care was to be a millionaire.
While they're more than capable of some plenty... Oh, that's not how English works.